people, what's up? How you are doing? Today we are going to be watching this video from Babatunde Schmidt and it's titled Piers Morgan and Riley Gaines Embarrass Woke Activists and Expose Double Standards. You guys know Piers Morgan would try to break it down and make sure you look stupid if you sound stupid, okay? But so we're going to be watching this video together, and I really am interested in this. Okay, so before we dive into the video, I'm Oge. Welcome to the channel. It's your first time here, so happy to have you here. Do well to like, share, subscribe, turn on post notification bell. Let's quickly see this together.
Ernest, why do we have to have, I want to ask Ernest a question. Why do we have to have a month of Pride?
Go ahead.
Why?
Because the reason why is because it's people like you who don't understand why we really have it. It's not really about sexuality. It's about allowing people who are like myself, who don't feel like they're being represented or being protected in a world and a society where people like Riley gets a platform to spew misinformation.
What's the misinformation?
Representation.
What's the misinformation, Ernest?
The misinformation about gender.
Tell me one thing she said. Tell me one thing she said that's wrong.
Weaponizing transgender people.
Tell me one thing she said, Ernest, that's wrong.
That is just the biggest.
Ernest.
And I just said that.
Ernest.
And I just said it.
I think it's the vibe.
I want you to correct
right?
one thing she said that was wrong.
Can you hear?
Yeah, answer me.
So, transgender people's existence does not threaten the existence of women.
No one has said that. Nobody said that.
But it is the vibe, though, isn't it?
Hang on. No.
That is the vibe of this whole thing.
No.
It is, though. That's definitely the vibe.
sorry.
I'd say that's the vibe of your whole channel, actually.
Ernest, nobody has ever said that.
Vibe.
No one said that.
It's the vibe.
I support trans rights, to fairness and equality.
You that, though.
You cannot think of a single thing. All right, I'm asking you one more time. Tell me one thing Riley Gaines has said, this far-right lunatic who's lying, apparently. Tell me one thing she said that is actually factually untrue.
Like I said before, trying to position
you can't answer, can
and
you?
over-index transgender people in sports. I said it again. Over-indexing the role of transgender people in sports as if it poses a threat to cisgender women.
Cisgender?
That's
I've got a
BS.
question for you then, Ernest. Why aren't we seeing women infiltrate into men's sport?
Yeah, of course we're not. Because they can't compete. You don't see any trans men going into men's sport, do you? Because they can't. They'd lose.
And I don't...
Ernest,
Facts. Where are all the trans women in men's sports? You don't see it happening. Why? Because genetically, women, their bodies are not quite there. Physically, men are bigger. Physically, men are stronger. Men have bigger muscles. Yeah. Men have testosterone. So the reality is, you're not going to see a lot of trans women wanting to compete with actual men because they know themselves they're not going to win. And this black gentleman, he doesn't like what he hears. So naturally, he starts pointing the finger. He starts getting angry. He starts getting agitated. Oh my gosh, you're bloody homophobe. Oh my gosh, you guys are awful. That's what the woke left likes to do.
Men's sport, do you? Because they can't, they'd lose.
And I don't.
Ernest,
I'm trying to figure out what are you trying to say?
There aren't. There are no trans men competing at a high level in men's sport.
Women.
It doesn't happen.
No,
it doesn't exist.
Trans women are not.
No, I want to hear this.
Trans women are men.
We are trying to infuriate them more.
Because they're not.
Right.
They're not. For the love of God,
I don't think we should get into
They are not. Please stop abusing women by calling us cisgender. Women are just women, right? Anything else?
So
you
see
can
how she
add
said
on the
abusing women?
embellishments to it.
So she does not.
That doesn't make you a woman. I can't believe we have to have this.
You know where this takes you, Ernest?
Abusing.
Ernest.
These are far. These are far. These are far.
Biological reality is far right.
Is that
it?
Here's what
hey, Ernest, if I'm a transphobe, then you are a misogynist.
And you're complaining with Pride Month.
That's complete nonsense. The Ovarian Cancer UK.
So defending transgender women and defending
keep quiet for a moment.
Overall,
Ernest, please stop talking. I'm reading something.
I love you, Ernest.
The Ovarian Cancer UK tweeted today.
Love you too.
Did you know that anyone with ovaries, regardless of gender identity, can be at risk for ovarian cancer? Let's raise awareness by asking, can men get ovarian cancer? James Barr, men can't get ovarian cancer because men don't have ovaries. What is a leading cancer charity doing asking this stupid question?
What are you doing attacking a charity?
So you're trying to tell me that just because they are a charity, you're not allowed to be critical. You're not allowed to actually criticize what they're saying, what they're doing. You're not allowed to have an opinion on what they are actually putting out into the world. Come on, James. You're not being serious. We're all individuals. We all have opinions. Oh, because it's a bloody charity, you can't talk about what they literally just said? Typical of James, he likes to divert the conversation. He likes to divert the conversation because he knows he's losing. So instead of actually talking about the fact that this charity has got it completely wrong, instead of focusing on that topic, James starts criticizing Piers for having an opinion on what the bloody charity said in the first place. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Piers is right. Men don't have ovaries. This is not even a question of science. This is a question of basic common sense.
Because I think that is attacking women.
Why are you attacking a charity?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because a woman then actually messaged me who has terminal ovarian cancer, who says the idea of being on a tiny ward with somebody identifying as a woman next to her who actually has a penis and is a man, right, fills her with utter horror.
Because of all the nonsense and fear-mongering that this platform is creating.
No, she's a woman, doesn't want to be around men.
Listen to me.
When she's dying.
Listen to me.
In an ovarian cancer.
If I decide to drink oat milk, that doesn't mean that actual milk is no longer is being threatened, okay? And in this case, this charity want to raise awareness about maybe 1%, if that, of people that could suffer from ovarian cancer.
So how many men? Okay, let me ask you. How many men have ovaries?
I have no idea, Piers. I'm not in that situation.
How many?
But they put it in their tweet. If you read it properly, it actually says what the statistics are. It does say.
No men have ovaries.
Well, according to a charity that work in this field, they do.
Men
so why don't you take it up with the charity?
No women have penises.
Well, according to the charity, who I think probably know more about ovaries than you do, because you aren't a woman, Piers, neither am I.
Don't.
Sorry, look, you know so much about women, your wife took a 2-week break from you, so I don't know why we're listening to you talking about women.
Oh my gosh.
Can we just get
back
to the fact that they are trying to help someone?
Wow, James is getting a bit, he's getting a bit
have
controversial
to do
there.
that.
He's literally attacking Piers personally. I'm kind of disappointed in James. He's clearly losing this argument, and instead of actually engaging Piers respectfully, he starts attacking his bloody personal life.
That's wrong.
Constantly.
Very
Can we
wrong.
just get back to the fact that they are trying to help someone?
My wife did what, did you say?
Didn't you have a sabbatical from each other?
It was actually a lot longer than 2 weeks.
Was it?
Yeah.
How long
I recommend it warmly. I wouldn't want one from you. Let me bring Riley back in. Riley, this is the trouble. When you ask specific questions, stop shouting.
Everybody, the conversation is clear.
Yes, go on, Ernest.
So I got to be quiet. But
go on, Ernest.
In a nutshell, the larger point I'm making here is that the reason why I'm saying transphobia is because it's clear on this panel that a lot of you on this panel believe that there is only one type of woman, which is cisgender women, and anyone else does not prescribe to that definition for you all.
No.
And in my opinion, that is transphobic.
Here's what I believe.
You only believe that cisgender women are women, and everyone else
are there different
is
types
not
of black
included in the
people?
conversation.
Or is black just black?
It's called diaspora.
That's because
you don't know that?
It's because black is Jamaican. Just like there is no such thing as cisgender and transgender. There are just women. You can embellish your titles with whatever you want.
Why are you conflating
and walk down the street
gender?
and
Let me ask you this, Ernest. Let me ask you this.
Why are you conflating race with gender?
Hang on, don't all shout. Ernest, let me ask you this. If I now identify as a black man, am I a black man?
Why are you conflating race with gender, Piers?
I'm just asking you a question, Ernest.
That's intellectually dishonest.
It's a simple question.
That's intellectually dishonest.
Maybe, but it's a question you don't want to answer, isn't it? If self-identity is limitless,
because
I'm
race
now
is
a
not
black
the same
man
as gender.
called Ernest.
Because race is not the same as gender.
Am I a black man if I say I'm a black man?
Say it again.
Am I a black man
Listen,
if I say I'm a black man? Am I?
No, because you're a white man. Because it's race.
So you don't respect my rights to identify as a black man, do you? Do you think it's ridiculous?
You can identify as a black man. You can identify as a black man, Piers, but I know you lean on white privilege more than anything else.
Okay, just to be clear, but you wouldn't respect my rights to identify as a... You don't respect my rights to identify as a black man. In fact, you think it's ridiculous, don't you, Ernest?
You could. Pierce, you could if you wanted to. And the reality is
would
that
you
in
respect
society,
me,
white
Ernest?
men like you
Would you
can
respect
identify
me?
as black
Would you
and
respect
not,
me
and not
and
be
refer to
harmed
me
in
as
the
a black
same way
man?
that a transgender person would?
Would you respect me and refer to me
Say
as
it
a black
again?
man? Would you respect me and refer to me as a black man? Yes or no?
No.
Thank you, Ernest.
Oh shit. Piers suddenly came out one day and said, guys, look, I'm a black man, I'm from Nigeria, I'm from Africa, I identify with that culture. He starts speaking a bloody Yoruba, he starts, singing, he starts wearing these shirts. No one is gonna take him seriously. We're all gonna think he's bloody crazy.
Doesn't make him a black person,
I'm gonna think he's bloody hilarious, but I'm gonna think he's crazy as well. It's very similar to the whole transgender debate. If you were born a man,
very
and you
similar.
transition into a woman, a lot of people are still gonna see you as a man. It doesn't matter how much lipstick you put on. It doesn't matter how much glitter you put on your face, how much foundation you put on your face, how many bloody surgeries you do, how many hormones you take. It doesn't matter, mate. It doesn't matter. People are still going to see you as a man. And that's what this black guy doesn't understand. He doesn't realize the double standard here. He kept on throwing questions back at Piers. He kept on pointing the finger here and there. All this circular reasoning. And that's the thing about the woke left. Everything is fine until someone matches up to their level. And then suddenly they don't have a reply. They don't have a response.
No.
Thank you, Ernest. Okay, let's move on to something else. This is...
the point is
Ernest, get your chance. Get your chance. Ernest, get your chance. Obviously, you wouldn't accept it because I'm not black.
It's not dumb.
I'm not a black man. But you know what? Let's move on. Let's move on to some other lunatics.
You don't want to be a black man, Pierce.
Let's
you
move
don't
on
want
to
be black.
All right, calm down, Ernest. Let's move on to Ali
I
Baldwin.
want to be black, Pierce.
I want to move on to Ali Baldwin.
Well, that was a very interesting debate. It's very controversial.
You guys, that was a very interesting debate. Piers Morgan is known to be that man that makes you look stupid if you sound stupid. If you're trying to make an argument and you're looking like, oh, I can be shady in my argument, no. He's going to make you stupid. He's going to ask you questions that will make you sound stupid to your own ears. I mean, if you're saying a man can identify as a woman, then Piers Morgan can as well identify as a black man. If he says, oh, I'm a black person, I start to speak Yoruba, just like this guy said, so I start speaking African languages, start dancing, does it make him a black man? No, it doesn't. I mean, he might sound like you're a black man, he might look like one, he might paint himself black. Does it make him a black person? No. The same thing, a man will still be a man. And of course, I agree with that lady there. She was saying, that black lady there, she was saying, oh, that there's nothing like cis women. Women are women. There's nothing like cis women. So if you're transgender, I mean, about this transgender men in female sports, I mean, that is like the height of it. You never see transgender women transgender men in men's sports. You will never, because they know that genetically the men there will whoop their asses off. So they know that. So why do we have, that's why I think in most of our videos we've talked about how these people should have their own games. They should compete against each other. Transgender women compete against yourself. Transgender men, because the influx of transgender women into the women's sport is making the actual biological women give up on sports because they feel like those people have more chances than them. This I feel like this conversation will never grow old. It will never go old because, I mean, it's just so confusing. These people confuse us a lot with this conversation. No matter how much glitter, just like this Babatunde guy said, no matter how much glitters you use, lipstick, lip gloss, foundation, makeup, earrings, everything that does you as a woman, you are still a man. You will be seen and be talked to like a man, no matter how much you push it in people's faces, and that's how it is. But anyway, I love you guys to drop your opinions about this conversation. I mean, James took it overboard. He went personal with Piers, which I feel like when you are trying to when you are defeating, already losing an argument, you go personal, and it is really low. But anyway, let's know what you guys think about this conversation. Do well to like, share in the comment section what you think about this video. Do well to drop your comments, turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.